Terence Bud Crawford versus Jaron Boots Ennis. Real quick video, guys. I'm going to say this real fast. That is a fight that really should be in the works, man. Like, it should have been a fight to be talked about because I'm going to say this. I really hate, now that I look back at it, I hate that Jaron Boots Ennis went the IBF route due to the fact, now I would love to see him fight Errol Spence, man. I would love it. I want to see him fight both of these guys if he could. I made a video about him and Spence already. If you guys want, check that out. But I'm gonna say this, man. The fact that Virgil Ortiz went the WBA route to get ready to fight Stanionis, I think in May, when Stanionis gets well or whatever like that, heals up. Man, it would have been a situation where it would have put Jaron Ennis as the number one guy for the WBO, mandatory. I mean, I'm sitting up there like, God damn, bro. I don't know how it's going to work out now. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know who Terence Crawford is going to fight next, but I'm just saying, what if this fight could be the fight that happens? Who would you guys pick in this fight? For me, I'm going to pick Terence Crawford due to the same thing I said with Spence and Ennis. Experience. I think that Terence Crawford is going to win off of experience. I think that he's people got to understand something. Jaron Ennis is a damn good fighter. He's a damn good, solid young fighter. But those guys are experienced and they have championship pedigree. And for me, I think that Terence Crawford, although a lot of people are going to be like, oh, man, he ain't fought no fucking body, this and the third. I get it, you know what I'm saying? I know y'all going to say that shit, but he's still a champion and he still has, before anything, he's got experience. You got to give a guy that as far as experience. Would it be a tough fight? Yes, it would. I think it'll go maybe to a split decision type of fight. But I would see Terence Crawford pretty much fighting a guy that's pretty much himself. The only thing that I would say with Jaron Ennis, don't go head hunting against a guy like that. A guy that's a one counter puncher and a guy that's got some hella power. And is a switch hitter himself and all that in the third. But I also think that, Jaron Ennis is a smart fighter, young fighter himself. I just think that, with a guy like Jaron, it showed, to a lot of people, a lot of people were like, oh, he's trying to, he's going to want to get a guy at that level who you feel is beneath you. You want to get a guy like that out of there. Now, of course, with Terence Crawford and Errol Spence, he knows that that would be the dumbest thing that you could do against a type of fighter of that level. Jaron Ennis is smarter than that. I'm going to give him a lot of credit. He's smarter than that. So, you're not going to go in there green, if you're trying to take those guys' heads off and like that and all that shit like that, that's not going to be a good idea. And it wouldn't be a good idea against a guy like, maybe a Keith Thurman type guy either. A guy that's a very accurate puncher and a guy that's got power. A guy that can stick and move, but a guy that's, once he throws that motherfucker, it's going to probably connect, But, Terence Crawford and Jaron Ennis is a fight that I would love to see. I wish there was a way that it could happen, but the fact that, as of right now, Jaron Ennis has the IBF Mando, in his hand. He's got that, that route that I think he's going to take more than likely, but he's going to be waiting for a long fucking time, it seems as though. Even if, it's just, I don't know what's going to happen with it, with Ennis. I think that if, Errol Spence beats, Keith Thurman, they say he has 60 days until he can fight Virgil Ortiz and Emmanuel Stanionis. If he can't get the Terence Crawford fight, which he still might get the Terence Crawford fight. We don't know. 60 days, I don't know. We have no idea. I don't know what's going to happen with Terence Crawford. I think a lot of people are saying that, the next guy up would be Alex Roja, or whatever, the old boy that beat Wu Man. So I don't know, man. I think that this would be an interesting fight. And if this fight could some way, somehow fucking happen, who do you guys have winning the fight? I'm going to pick Terence Crawford to win this fight by a split decision and due to experience. Doesn't really hurt anything when it comes to Ennis. It will just make him better for the future. But I tell you one thing, Spence, Crawford, you motherfuckers better hurry up. This dude, y'all only getting older and he's only getting better. He's going to be, he's not full prime and all that shit yet. Still a young guy, So go ahead and get him while you can right now. Because I picked both those guys to beat him right now. So, who do you guys have winning the fight, man? Peace out.